Welcome back to my channel. So I hope you guys are ready for some instructional content. I'm going to be showing you how I make my floral and herbal waters, tinctures, and how I bottle them, along with some of my garden. And these are some seeds that I got. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, a notebook, and a pen so that you can jot down all you need to know. So if you haven't noticed lately, I really have been into gardening. I have a vegetable and herb garden, and this is it right here. And I also have a flower garden, but in my vegetable garden, I'm growing lots of veggies and herbs. In my floral garden, roses, I had some tulips, and I also had lavender and so much more. I also have a few strawberry plants that are very abundant this season, and I get to pick all of these ripe strawberries right off the vine. Strawberries are great for natural antioxidants and UV protection. Also good to enjoy in a drink or a tea, or if you like strawberry lemonade. Yes, very nice. So I've been saving a lot of my mason jars, and I've been cleaning them up after use. I just buy the Classico jars with the pasta sauce in it, and now I'm going to be painting the lids of these jars and putting a little bit of wood stencil from these little appliques I got from the craft section of the Dollar Tree. They're wooden color, and I just painted them and put some glitter on them, and this is the result. You too can make these to bottle any of your floral waters or whatever. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to make floral waters for your facials. You can use them in your hair. You can use them just to freshen your face. So we're going to be using gardenia, rose, lavender, mint, rosemary. And that's what I'm getting from the garden right now. So I'm actually using the ingredients right out of my own garden. This is some vervain that I'm also getting. This is really good for you, as well as creating a sense of well-being. So as I gather my ingredients, I'm also going to be adding a strawberry because it's also really good for your skin. It is an antioxidant, and it also helps with slowing down the wrinkles and whatnot. Mint is very good too as an astringent, and also the smell is very vitalizing. So adding in the strawberry is really what makes the floral water so pretty, and it gives it a pink color. So here are all the ingredients. I have torn them and bruised them, which means you're kind of just like tearing them apart and getting all the essence out. And I'm adding them to a pot of water that I'm going to simmer them in. You can use any type of water you like, distilled water, fresh water from a creek, if it's clean, but I'm just using purified water. And I'm stirring this with a wooden spoon and allowing the oils and all the essence to seep out into the pot. There's also rosemary in there, if I forgot to mention that earlier, and that is also really good for your skin. So yes, we are also adding in a few tulip leaves. Petals, not leaves. We're adding in a few tulip petals as well. Tulips represent actually true love and also the spring. So I kind of wanted a spring flavor and scent to the herbal water, all the beautiful blooming spring flowers and herbs as one. And yes, tulip is also very good for your skin. I researched all of the herbs and the flowers that I put into this to make sure that they were beneficial to the skin, and yes, they all are. So that is why I chose them. If you like, you can do this a different way. You can boil a tea kettle and have your leaves and petals in a glass mason jar or a bowl that can receive like boiling water. And you can just pour the boiling water over the herbs and kind of steep them in a jar. But this is another method, and you can kind of allow them to simmer for a while over the stove to get as much of the essence out as you possibly can. So while this is simmering, I'm going to go ahead and make a little flower arrangement. So it's a wonderful thing to have fresh flowers in your garden so that you can create little cute fresh floral arrangements daily if you want. So these are the little mini roses that I've been growing, a sprig of mint, and now we're straining the mixture that has simmered for about 5 minutes, and this is what we get. And we strained them into these jars and then bottled them. So this is what we're going to be getting as the result. And as you can see, these are my little cute painted tops for the jars that I've made. And I like to decorate things and keep them really pretty so that, you know, I feel good about what I made and created, and they're not just sitting around in unmarked or, you know, ugly tacky jars. So I'm adding a sugar cube to this one and stirring it up because this one is going to be more of an elixir to taste. And you can also add it to your teas or over some ice as a refreshing drink as well. You can also add a little bit of bourbon or vodka to your mixtures to preserve them longer if you're going to store them in the refrigerator. I made a little vial to also keep in my purse. It's like a natural sweetener, or you can take a couple of drops to help you with just a sense of well-being. So especially the vervain and a lot of the other herbs help lift your mood. And also the rose petals give you a sense of beauty and love. So it's almost like a little self-love tincture as well. It's a lot easier to make tinctures, potions, and have ingredients for your spell work if you do have your own garden. If you don't live where you have a backyard or enough space to create a garden, you can use pots on your balcony or on your front porch, even grow some in your home or kitchen. It doesn't take a lot. You just have to care about the garden or the florals and the herbs that you're harvesting and watering and planting, and just paying attention to them, making sure they get enough water and sunlight. That's mainly it. So anyone can do this, even if it's inside of a house near a sunny window or on a windowsill. It's very easy to maintain. In fact, I suggest starting off small, seeing if you have the ability to grow and water and remember to take care of your plants, and then maybe expand to a larger garden or pots and things like that. So you can easily go to the grocery store and buy a few of those planted herbs that are already planted in soil and just transfer them to a pot and put them on your windowsill. Water them, make sure they get enough sun. And even while you're cooking, you can just grab, a few of the basil leaves or cilantro or whatever herb you chose to add to your meal. Also, having a garden, especially in the springtime, makes life a lot more magical and allows you to watch everything grow and flourish and become abundant. And also, it's like a reflection of what you want to happen in your life. You want abundance, you want beauty, you want wellness, you want self care, you want love, and you also want to feel like you're able to create and also grow the things that you're trying to improve on and have and create in your life. So, gardening is a perfect way to reflect on all of those things and create. So now I'm just rinsing off my mint and I'm getting them ready to make a wonderful tea. I'm boiling my tea kettle and getting the water ready. I'm breaking up and bruising my mint leaves right here as you're watching me put them into my teapot. And by the way, this teapot was thrifted a while back, if you're wondering. It's really pretty though, right? Perfect for the springtime. So as I break the leaves off, making sure to tear them, bruise them a little bit with my fingers to make sure the essence are able to be steeped out thoroughly. I'm just thinking about how I want this tea to make me feel, how abundant I feel, how glad I am that I have herbs and flowers at my fingertips to make teas, tinctures, do spells, and whatever it is I like to do, even if it's just flower arranging or giving a sprig of mint to someone as a gift, or just making the home more beautiful from the outside as well as the in. I love to sit outside and just look at my garden, just see all the progress. I also like to sit and read outside and journal sometimes and just get some sunlight. And I just really like being outdoors and really loving my backyard again, because at first it was just a bunch of grass and a few little potted plants in the back, but now I can make fresh teas daily. And now that the water has boiled, I'm pouring it into my teapot. And look how fresh those herbs are. We're going to get a really good fresh tea. And it tastes really good and it's really good for you. So enjoy, even if you have to go to the grocery store and get fresh herbs. Fresh tea is really good and refreshing as well. And you can even make iced tea if you're not, a fan of warm or hot drinks during the spring or summer. But I feel they tend to kind of make me feel comforted, and plus I always have my air conditioner on in the house, so it's still nice. So I'm also going to add some gardenia and make my tea a little bit more floral. Gardenia is so good. It brings you a sense of peace, well-being as well, and it also boosts your immunity. So make sure you don't leave out anything in your teas that can actually help improve your health. So in order to get this type of tea, I am going to use a strainer, as you can see, and it catches all the leaves that will come out of the teapot. And to keep my tea warm, I have a tea warmer here, and you just stick a tea light in there, light it, and then place your teapot on top of it to keep the water and the tea or whatever you have in your teapot warm. And that way your tea doesn't get cold while you're talking or just enjoying the view from your window or, whatever it is you're doing. So any teapot can basically fit on top of that. I did get that at Amazon, and I will try to link it below, as well as that tea strainer if you guys are interested. And here I have some floral petals from different types of flowers in my garden in a jar of water, just sun baking in the window. I'm using the natural heat from the sun to kind of draw the essence out of those flowers, and it's just really pretty, so the sun can, put its energy into this floral water. And now I have to hang up some photos and some pictures and some paintings that I bought while I was thrifting. So as you can see, I'm trying to make sure it's hooked onto the nail on the wall, and I'm just making sure it's straight. So I'm kind of building a picture or painting wall in my dining area and also in my parlor. And I'm just creating this, montage of paintings. There's Fancy, she was in a parlor. Fancy and Velvet are getting along much better now. And I found this beautiful rose that had bloomed in my front yard as well. And the gardenias are blooming really nice. So everything is smelling so good outside when I walk out. I just wanted to bring some of that into the home as well. So having all these fresh flowers daily is almost like another chore, because every time they grow, I have to hurry and, clip them and put them in an arrangement before the petals start to fall. And it's kind of hard to keep up with. So I started to press some of the petals, and here's a flower press that I have. I think I bought this, I don't even remember, but if I find one on Amazon, I will definitely link it below for you guys. So I'm just trimming off some of the leaves and the extra leaves on the roses so that they can fit into a vase or a little cup to make a really pretty flower arrangement. And I got a lot of these vases and cups and things like that from thrifting and antique shops, and they were very cheap. So you don't have to spend a lot of money, and you can have fresh flowers and beautiful bouquets all around your home by just buying one little small rose bush, like a mini rose bush, and planting it, and a few of them, because they're not that expensive. I got these at Walmart. So, having fresh flowers daily, it's really a luxury, and one that I'm growing to like. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is where you are. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.